Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today is going to be the first video in my back to school series. I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can keep track of all of your classes, your GPA, and your teachers and professors. You can use this in high school as well as college. Just a disclaimer though, I do recommend you always request an unofficial transcript probably like every semester or at least every year, just so you have that semi-official record in your possession. This is just a system I like to use to keep myself organized and give myself some peace of mind. Without further ado, we're going to get into the screen recording for this video, and don't worry if you don't know how to use Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. This is really simple and I will teach you everything you need to know. Alright, so I recommend doing this either in Excel or Google Sheets. If you don't know how to use them, that's okay. This video will provide you a pretty good basic training on it. So this red box is the most important, but start by labeling all of the headers in your Excel sheets or Google Sheets. These are all the ones that I'm going to be using, and these are all of the grading scales that I'm going to be referencing. If you're wondering how I got those numbers, I looked them up on my university's registrar, and you can pretty much always find them. But start by the term. I'm going to be doing them for fall 2020, so I'm just going to copy that down for each of the classes that I will be taking in the upcoming semester, and then I'm going to put in the class name. I'm going to reference the course catalog in my scheduler for this. This is also just a hypothetical case. I am not actually enrolled in any of those classes. So let's put the class name in there, and then we're going to start by looking at how many credits each class is. It's very important that this is accurate and you're not guessing, and you'll see why later. And then I also like to have a record of all the professors that I take class with, but for this example, I'm just going to say that I'm being taught by Mr. Smith for all of my classes. Alright, so now it's time for us to fill in the C and D column. I'm going to start by just making up random letter grades that I think I could get in these classes just by looking at the course title. Again, not very informed. This is just a example. I guess I was highballing it. So now it's time for us to input a number. That's where this red chart's going to come in handy, so I would select all of that. And then we're just going to name it so it's easier to look at when we get to the formula part. I'm just calling it a grading scale. You do have to use underscores because you can't use spaces for this function. So to get our number, we're going to do a VLOOKUP, which is a function in Excel and Google Sheets. So what we want the formula to look up is the letter grade in that red box. And then we're going to identify the red box as the source that the formula will pull from. We want the value in the second column, so I'm going to put down 2. And we only want exact results, so I'm going to put in false. And as you can see, it spits out a number, and the numbers will correlate to the letter grade that was set up in our chart. So the 3.7 is paired with A-, the B+ has a 3.3, so on and so forth. Now, moving on, to get the points, you're going to multiply the D and E columns together. So just a pretty basic function. Make sure you're putting equal sign in first. Kind of messed up there. Alright, and then we're just going to copy that down to all of my rows. So now it's time to make the actual equation that the GPA is calculated off of. Again, how your school calculates it will be usually on the website, but for this, it's going to be points divided by the total number of credits, which is why I am summing the E and F columns. And that is the term GPA that I would get if these are the grades that I in fact did get. Again, this is just a hypothetical. I like to make that box a different color, but that would be my GPA for just the fall 2020 term. Now, what's great about the VLOOKUP function is that if I change the letter grades, the GPA will automatically recalculate itself, and I don't have to do
any more manual work, which is really nice. So I'm just playing around with it just to show you guys how the formula would change if the letter grades also change. I love doing this because I like having my own personal records of all of my grades and classes. If you're in college, I also recommend putting a column for which graduation requirements that each class fulfills. If you're in high school, if you also have specific graduation requirements, I also recommend doing that. But that's just how I use this Excel sheet to help me stay organized.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more requests of things that you want me to do, leave them in the comment section below. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video so that all of your friends can be super prepared for this upcoming school year. I'm so excited that it's back to school season. It is one of my favorite times of year, and I want to share all my tips and tricks with you guys. Also, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. That is where I'm the most active and will be sharing sort of like my daily life as I get ready to go back to college in the fall. So, have a nice day. You got this, guys. I believe in you. Stay positive. You got this.